To begin the Russia project with Scratch, you'll need to open Scratch, and then you'll need to open the Russia starter file that you've downloaded from Simon. This will give you something looking like this. Now, we are going to be solving problems from the Russia library. There are 40 different puzzles in there. I'm going to be solving puzzle number 1 as an example. So you won't be able to do one as your answers, but you can do any beyond that. And there are 3 sections: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And advanced goes up to 40, which is difficult, but not impossible. So let's have a look at Rush Hour 1. I'll just click over the other document. Rush Hour 1, here we have it here. It's got 4 trucks and 4 cars. So we've got 1 truck horizontal, 3 trucks vertical. And with the cars, we've got 3 cars horizontal and 1 vertical. So let's start on the trucks. We have a truck here. We can start with that. So I'm just going to drag it down the bottom, and then we can get work on that. Now, to get another truck, we have to duplicate it. So it's a right click and a duplicate. Now, that doesn't appear, and you might wonder where it is, but it's actually gone down here beyond all these lines. Now, I'll just move this up. I'll show you how to move it up. You just move it up, find the spot you want to drop it in, and drop, and it didn't work. Why didn't it work? There it goes. Got it in the right spot this time. So we've got a second truck. These lines are all the lines for the grid. You don't have to do anything to these. Don't delete them because I've done the grid for you. But just leave them alone. So you can, any new sprites that you make, you can click and drag up to the top so you can see them all. The second truck, let's look at our colors again. Oh, no, sorry, the first thing we need to do is change the direction because it needs to be vertical. Now you'll notice down here in the properties, the direction is 90. We want to change it to 0. There it is there. So it's totally vertical, which is great. So that's one truck. And then what we can do is we can duplicate this truck, which we're going to do twice. Duplicate and duplicate. Just move these around. Don't worry about where they are at the moment. We'll be sorting that out later. So where are our duplicated trucks? Well, they're down here, so you need to do the same thing again. Just do bring it up here. And it's a bit tricky sometimes getting in the right spot. I don't seem to be able to do it well there. Let's move that up a bit. Yep, and move that up a bit. And right, so all our trucks now are in the same place. So let's check our colours. We've got purple, blue, yellow. To change the look of the truck, you have to go into costumes. This is the appearance of your truck. Click on that. Don't worry that it's sitting sideways. That doesn't mean anything. So the first one we want to make is purple. That's handy. It's there. Click on the fill. Don't click anywhere else but the truck because the whole window will go purple. Purple, 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 purple. And there's our first truck. Excellent. Now we need to select another truck. Okay, I double clicked it. Make sure it changes. Make sure you've got the right truck that you're doing your color change on. If you're not sure, move it, and then you know that you're actually dealing with that truck. I think this is a yellow, so we need to find yellow. So I click on that. I go to yellow. Let's make it a nice intense yellow. The only problem is the front lights are yellow and you can always make it a bit darker. The colours up here. That'll do. Alright, yellow, 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 yellow. Excellent. That's done. Well, the last one is blue. So we need to select blue. Oh, that's good enough to me. Blue, 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 blue. Good. So there are our 4 trucks. Now let's have a look at our cars. Just move them out of the way a little bit. As I said, don't worry about where they are at the moment. We're going to sort that out shortly. Cars. We have a blue, red, green, and yellow. Oh, sort of orange car. Blue, red, green, orange. Got an orange one. That's handy. Just check with the orange one. Would always have to be. So the orange one wasn't vertical. The orange is horizontal and the blue is vertical. So I'll be a bit sneaky here. What I'm going to do is to duplicate this car. Again, it comes down here. So I want to put it up here. Alright. Now what I'm going to do here is I've got now a car that I want to be facing vertically or straight up and down. So to do that, again, I change the direction to 0. Sometimes it's a bit of a fiddle to get to 0. Got it. Good. Now, just checking. We have 1 car that's vertical and 3 that are horizontal. Blue, red, and green. So come back to our program just quickly, and we will do our cars now. We've got our 1 vertical. It's orange, and we'll need to duplicate that twice. Again, we'll drag it up from very nice. Now, that there. So the one that's horizontal was blue. Let's make sure we've got that one. Yep, beaut. So we're going to make this one blue. That was easy. One of these is orange, so we don't need to change them. And the other 2 are green and red. Now, red being the important car because that's the car that's got to be able to drive out of the parking lot. So let's go, that is red and green. So what we want to make. Okay, so I've actually had to turn my cars around because I made a mistake and only had 1 vertical instead of 3 of them vertical, which was easy because you just changed the direction from 0 to 90, and that made them face to the right. So the only things I have to do now is change the colour, double click the car, go to red, and fill the car. Very good. And the other one is green. Double click it, go to green, and you can determine what sort of green you like. That'll do me. Green. So that is the first part of this on how to set up your rush our grid using this data file